Ever wonder why your math teacher insists on writing the square root of 2 instead of just typing 1.414 into a calculator? It's all about precision. 1.414 is an approximation, a close guess. The square root of 2 is the exact 100% accurate truth. Welcome to the world of surds. A surd is basically a root that refuses to be a simple, neat number. The square root of 9 is 3, a whole number, so it's not a surd. But the square root of 20? There's no whole number that squares to make 20. Its decimal goes on forever without a pattern. That's a surd. The first big skill is simplifying them. Think of it like tidying up a messy number. Take the square root of 72. It looks bulky, but inside 72, the biggest perfect square hiding is 36. So we rewrite it as the square root of 36 times 2. The root of 36 is 6, which pops out of the radical, leaving the 2 behind. So the square root of 72 cleans up nicely to become 6 times the square root of 2. Now for operations. Adding and subtracting surds is like algebra. You can only combine like terms. So 3 root 2 plus 5 root 2 is 8 root 2. But you can't add root 3 and root 2. The key is to always simplify first. An expression like root 18 plus root 50 might look impossible, but they simplify to 3 root 2 and 5 root 2, which you can add. Multiplication is more flexible. Just multiply the numbers outside the roots and multiply the numbers inside. So 2 root 3 times 4 root 6 becomes 8 root 18. But don't stop there. Always check if you can simplify the final result. And here's where it gets cool. When you multiply a surd expression by its conjugate, the same terms with the opposite sign, the surds can vanish. For example, 3 plus root 5 times 3 minus root 5 simplifies to just 4. No root, no decimals, a perfect whole number. Mastering surds isn't about memorizing rules, it's about learning to work with perfect precision, a skill that's essential as you move forward in mathematics.